Hello YouTube, my name is Thoughts and welcome back to a Call of Duty COD Points YouTube Activision paid video! Woo! Now, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is going to take a look at this video by this gentleman known as NerosCinema, a Call of Duty YouTube channel that seems to be getting paid allegedly. And the video he made is Call of Duty World War II Dead. It is 110% misleading and one would say f***ing bold. NerosCinema has 587,844 subscribers. And in the video, long story short, he spouts some nonsense stats without actually even going into detail of the stats, even looking for information to actually tell opposite of the fact that what he's trying to prove is that COD World War II is in fact dead. But he puts these nonsense stats out there with anybody with a brain and IQ above 100 can show that is absolutely just misleading. I mean, it's a 21-minute long video. The answer to the video, which is obviously why I said this video, he's like an Activision stooge now, is because the information and the stats he gives in that said video here we're about to show you are completely misleading and not even actually true. I don't know if they're being paid by Activision or they're getting special benefits from Activision, but without a doubt, this channel, this guy, his perspective on the game is completely wrong and probably compromised. Here we go. Kick ass, NerosCinema.
Right? And this isn't exactly exclusive to Call of Duty because for some reason it's in us as gamers. Whenever we get bored of a given game and we start playing something else, we assume it's the game's fault that we eventually got bored of it, and it's not our fault. We're not just moving on or growing as people. It's the game's fault somehow, right? And I've been guilty of this several times. It's not dead now. It still continues to be very successful, and the same is true of Call of Duty World War II. Despite a lot of people in the Call of Duty community leaving the game to go play other things, that doesn't mean the game is dead. It still has a ton of people playing it, and it's still making a ton of money for both Sledgehammer and Activision. We know this because we can simply check out the March monthly leaderboards and see that last month 3.7 million people played the game on Xbox and another 6.3 million on PlayStation 4. That's 10 million active players on a video game that released over 5 months ago, and we all know that 5 months in today's gaming climate is basically an eternity.
Hold up, before I even get into the bullcrap stats, 5 months is an eternity when it comes to a game, you know? You were just talking about how GTA 5 is still going strong and that game's been out for 5 years, man. And now let's talk about the meat and potatoes of this dude's arguments, the stats. Let me go back here and show you some numbers. That's 10,006,250 players completely across PlayStation 4 and Xbox. Those are the number of players that logged in to the game. Those don't account for just people logging in for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, getting some free COD points or whatever by doing the daily challenges. This is no way whatsoever a proper representation of concurrent player base, which is the actual measure whether or not a game is successful. So with some simple math, we can break down how many people are actually logging in per day per console. Doesn't even mean how many people are actually playing at one time together. That just means in a 24-hour period, this is how many people actually came onto the game. So easy enough, 10 million divided by 31, that's 1 day of the month, 31 days in a month, there you go, equals 322,580. That means across both platforms, there's 322,580 people logging in to play COD World War II. And now we can break the stats down even further for each platform. So the PlayStation 4 had 6.2 million divided by 31 for that 1 day of each day of the month. Okay, boom, will give us 200,000. So a total of 200,000 people for the whole day in a 24-hour period log in on PlayStation 4 for COD World War II. That's not concurrent, which as we already established is the measure for how healthy a game is actually doing. So 200,000 people in complete total on the #1 console for COD World War II. What would be the concurrent numbers of that? Maybe half, maybe a quarter, I don't know. But those aren't concurrent numbers. And now on the Xbox One, it is even a sadder state of affairs. On the Xbox, it was 3,700,000. We divide that by 31 for 1 day of each day of a month, boom, and we will get 120,000. That is the total number of people playing on that console. 120,000 logging in. Not playing together at the same time, logging in. Those, my friends, are horrendous numbers when we compare it to actual games that are doing well. Now, we just look at the PC version of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, which isn't even the top game anymore. Fortnite has run over this game with a steamroller, but we can look at the last 30 days. The average player number was 1,266,000 average players. That is concurrent players together, with a peak of 2.8 million concurrent players. The total number, I don't know, about 45 million people played the game and logged in to play. So the concurrent number is 1.3. And now the concurrent numbers for people playing Fortnite across all platforms, whether it be Xbox, PlayStation 4, and PC, has come to 3.4 million at the same time. And then when you use NerosCinema mathematics equation to show that a game is very popular, well, how many actual people are playing online or logged in with the mathematics we used before? 31 days. We just do 3.4 million, which is the average, not the highest count, but just the average, which would even lowball the numbers even further. That is 105,400,000 people playing, logged in at some time during the day in the last 31 days to play Fortnite, compared to 10 million that played COD World War II. But NerosCinema's numbers here that he wants to do, oh my god, 10 million people played in March 2018. Yeah, total, brother. Total. Not concurrent. If each person was playing concurrently all day, every day, that would still only equate to 130,000 people playing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 31 days a month. And that would how many people would be playing on Xbox. If it was on the PlayStation 4, it would be 200,000 people playing concurrently 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get these numbers, and we all know that's not even humanly possible. So the numbers estimated are more roughly around probably 50,000 concurrent players on the Xbox and maybe 100,000, maybe a little bit less than that, playing on PlayStation 4 concurrently. Those numbers, my friend, contrary to what you want to say in this video, is COD World War II dead. According to NerosCinema, no, COD World War II is far from dead. It's all perception. And even further to disprove NerosCinema, and then we just go over here to Microsoft.com, the most played games on Xbox at this point. Call of Duty World War II is 7th on the list. Fortnite Battle Royale, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, Grand Theft Auto, NBA 2K18, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, and Far Cry 5. And now here we have it way down here is Call of Duty World War II. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th on the list. I mean, without doubt, I'm not saying Call of Duty is dead. Black Ops 4 may be good, but NerosCinema and other Call of Duty YouTubers are out here 110% lying, giving false information, trying to make it look like the game isn't dead for reasons that I don't understand. I mean, the only things I can come to common sense is, one, their channel is based upon Call of Duty, so if they say Call of Duty is dead, their channel would be, their source of income would be. Also, who knows what Activision would say about it if these guys actually started telling the truth. Probably wouldn't invite them out to COD XP events and give them early access to gameplay footage upload on their dead Call of Duty channels like Drifter here. Oh my god, early access, sweaty survival, and Dunkirk map early gameplay, 25,000 views. That is a thriving game. The only person on YouTube with early gameplay, or one of the only few, has 25,000 views. Oh, airplane gameplay, Call of Duty World War DLC Husky War. Oh no, that sounds really awesome. Oh my god, 3,000 views in an hour on a channel with 1.3 million views, my friends. I mean, if you want to take the step even further, you just have to go look on Twitch. Call of Duty World War II is not getting any views when it comes to Twitch streaming. Can even crack the top 10. I mean, Grand Theft Auto, which is like a 6-year-old game, has a higher player base, higher player number than Call of Duty World War II does, and it's a 5-month-old game. And like I said, COD may not be dead. Black Ops 4 may be an amazing game. It may hype it all back up again, and people may be getting tons of views, and the game may do very well. Maybe it won't. Maybe it's too little too late. Maybe the franchise is done, just like Halo had been basically the biggest game ever, and it slowly and slowly and slowly got less and less relevant until it pretty much now no one even uploads it, and the player numbers are very low. But what really pisses me off is people like NerosCinema out here blatantly 110% lying, giving you fake stat propaganda, it seems like, from Activision or whatever happens going on down there, being paid by Activision. I mean, sure, maybe they're not getting briefcases of money being handed to them under benches in the middle of a park in the middle of the night by some kind of secret Activision agent, but without a doubt, they get fringe benefits, and they are basically, you know, kind of paid off the way. Like our boy Drifter here would like to mention in this early, amazing 25,000 view gameplay access from Activision DLC content.
Hey guys, Drifter here. I'm back with another early gameplay video from DLC 2. Thank you, Activision, for flying me out to Sledgehammer to capture this. There goes that FTC disclosure.
There goes that FTC disclosure. Thank you, Activision, for flying me out and paying for my food and paying for my hotel and giving me access to this Call of Duty World War II dead game that no one cares about. And if you do care about it, congratulations. It's not a personal attack against you. I'm not saying you're an idiot if you enjoy this game. No, yeah, you're an idiot. you have poor taste in games. Just kidding, kids. Relax. But without doubt, the NerosCinema video here that we were talking about, where he says it's COD World War II dead, and then gives us some nonsense stats to back up his claim that it isn't dead, is 110% Activision propaganda, COD fanboy. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name is 8 Thoughts. If you're new here, hey, make a good decision in your life, start doing things right, subscribe. And last but not least, my friends, and the most important aspect of all my videos, I need you all to stay black and don't let the honky cracker reptilian shapeshifter building a moon base harp. They're spraying chemtrails, not a level inside job. Just Google Tower 7. They're the Bohemian Grove, worshiping owls with this flattened lands, fake Alex Jones, Bill Hicks, the Floyd, the Frogs, give Michael Jordan the GOAT, LeBron James sucks, white man. Bring ya down!
Yay!